Have you ever felt that deep ache in your soul? The kind where the world's chaos leaves you questioning if anyone truly sees your silent battles, or if your quiet strength even matters in the grand scheme of things? That inner turmoil, those late-night thoughts wondering if your pain has purpose, is exactly what God notices, and today, He is smiling because you rose above it, with a courage that echoes eternity. You, beloved one, have proven once again that you are set apart, stepping into a divine alignment that shifts everything around you. Your heart's quiet resolve, refusing to crumble under pressure, has caught the attention of the heavens, making them pause in awe. This isn't just any day. It's the moment where your faith transformed into action, becoming a living example of His glory shining through human frailty. Your path hasn't been smooth, filled with tempests that tested your spirit to its core, doubts that threatened to engulf you completely, yet you emerged stronger, choosing belief over despair and authenticity over pretense. God witnesses every hidden tear, every unspoken plea, every instance where you pressed on despite the voices urging surrender. And in that persistence, something profound changed today. Perhaps it was extending grace to someone undeserving, defending justice in a small way, or simply heeding that inner whisper amid the noise, whatever it was. That decision created waves in the unseen world. Envision the celestial hosts assembling, their gaze fixed as you embraced that pivotal instant, illuminating the skies not through pursuit of acclaim, but by honoring the sacred spark within. God's delight isn't fleeting emotion. It's a potent surge of heavenly vitality now directed at you, rewarding your steadfastness and endurance, easing the loads you've borne, and ushering in a phase where prosperity, serenity, and meaning await your embrace. This celebration stems not from flawlessness, but from your unwavering devotion. You appeared, despite the agony, believed, despite the obscurity, marking you as truly exceptional. The universe may overlook it for now, but the divine realm recognizes it fully. Your existence is an artwork, each daring stride adding strokes of triumphant grace. You're more than an individual. You're a guiding star, demonstrating to fellow travelers the essence of embracing verity. Take a breath and sense that gentle heat in your core. It's no mere sentiment. It's the Creator's affirmation that your course is true. You're no coincidence. Here, your deeds today, your resilience in loving through hurt, are precisely why He rejoices. He perceives the fighter within, armed not with weapons, but with a soul rooted in conviction, poised to relocate peaks. If that inner ache of feeling unseen in your struggles resonates, and you're yearning for a community that understands this divine pull, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive right now to surround yourself with stories that heal and inspire. It's where souls like yours find solace and strength together. And drop a 1 in the comments below to signal that you're ready to embrace this affirmation, letting it stir your thoughts toward unbreakable faith. Reflect on David, that humble herder, confronting a colossus. Society viewed a youth with mere stones, but the Almighty envisioned royalty emerging. In facing that giant, he wasn't merely battling flesh. He defied every whisper of inadequacy, every tremor of terror, every echo claiming insufficiency. Today, you mirrored that too, confronted your own invisible giants, perhaps not with slings, but with decisions that hushed the mental clamor, placing trust in a higher blueprint over personal anxieties. That's the spark that elicited His grin. Your triumph wasn't heralded by fanfare or multitudes. It might have been releasing bitterness softly, withdrawing from unworthy conflicts, or affirming provision's arrival, even as finances waned. To earthly eyes, these seem minor, but to the divine, they're epic evidences that you're attuned and responsive to His guidance. And when response meets belief, celestial mechanics engage. Alignments form, portals widen, individuals transform, and your reality draws wonders like a lodestone. You're distinct, dear one. While masses pursue ephemeral pursuits like wealth, rank, validation, you chase profundity, the realm everlasting, the certainty enduring all gales. Hence, his elation cascades upon you presently. He recognizes your immunity to distractions, your fixation on his intent, and that harmony promises total metamorphosis. Ponder Esther, positioned before royalty to rescue her kin, equipped solely with valor and synchronized providence. Uttering, "If I perish, I perish," she wasn't risking existence alone. She yielded to a grander scheme. Your steps today bore similar gravity. You advanced, possibly hesitant, yet propelled, and that propulsion evokes his prideful beam. This elation transcends transience. It's a vow that your advancement nears, that endured hardships and offerings weren't futile but preparatory for abundance, supplanting scarcity, lucidity dissolving bewilderment, anguish evolving into intent. You're beyond mere endurance. You're a conduit for sacred splendor. Let's delve into its implications for you immediately. Delight isn't dormant. It's vibrant, coursing like a torrent, shattering barriers. That selection today, be it pardoning, relying, or holding ground, initiated a cascade. Anticipate the serendipitous grasses bonds with those valuing your essence. Insight amid haze the maker's glee heralds your existence, mirroring his benevolence in unimaginable manners. You may ponder why this favor falls upon you for such an act, because you're claimed by him. Not arbitrary, but selected, distinguished, named personally. Your narrative is his composition, each segment ascending to victorious peak. And today's pivot twisted the plot toward reliance on his scheme over trepidation, inciting celestial festivity. Contemplate Noah, constructing amid ridicule. Each fastening was devotion's act, skepticism's rebuttal. Observers deemed folly. God beheld loyalty. Your deeds today were those fastenings, your vessel. Your resistance against disbelief's deluge, and akin to Noah, fulfillment awaits, renewal, fresh dawn. Existence brimming with benevolence. This isn't miracle hunting. It's embodying wonder. Existence, selections, conviction, inspire multitudes. Observers abound, even unknowingly. Your boldness today didn't solely gladden him, but sowed optimism's kernels, illustrating trust's visage. If the loneliness of unseen efforts tugs at your heartstrings, stirring questions about whether your quiet victories truly count, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to immerse in narratives that validate your path and connect you with like-minded seekers, and leave a 2 in the comments to declare that this message has awakened your resolve, prompting you to reflect on how faith can rewrite your story. Your deed today wasn't momentary. It demarcated, delineating past from emergence. His beam evidences your entry into fresh persona, awaiting since inception. You're beyond chooser. Your dynamism, luminescence, heavenly ember, kindling, inexorability. Recall the Wells woman encountering the Messiah midday. Seeking hydration, departing with mission. History didn't bind her. Truth's meeting did. Your selection today was that meeting, your assent to his summons, however modest. That assent explains heavenly jubilation, why alterations loom unseen. This alteration exceeds materialities. Sustenance arrives, fiscal liberation's prospects. Alliances but profundity prevails. His glee rewrites your tale. Limitations yield to potentials, solitude to fellowship, disgrace to liberty. His beam vows optima, impending. You're not merely selected. You're dispatched. His elation today summons continued advance, reliance, faithful deeds. Each progression compounds that instant, forging heritage, enduring beyond. You're shaping not today's existence, but tomorrow's for self and successors emulating. Visualize Joseph, traded into bondage by siblings. Adversities laddered to sovereignty. Fidelity, bitternesses, rejection, elevated pit to crown. Your selection today rejected pit dwelling. You elected conviction, nearing your sovereignty. This elation from above ignites your essence, not inert, but propelling past hurdles. You're destined for motion, a divine waltz where steps synchronize with his scheme. Society may hinder, but his glee fuels, surpassing impediments. Likely sensing agitation, intuition of magnitude approaching, not mere aspiration, but spirit's validation, that today's pivot turned tides. You didn't merely perform virtue, you synced with perpetuity, entering his intense stream, animating heavens with delight. Now, consider ramifications, his beam initiates your selection unlatched portal, beyond which lies intense trail, sustenance, authority. You're traversing divine schematic, tailored for you, each stride guarded, favored, sanctified. Ponder. Ruth, opting fidelity over stability. Venturing unknown alongside Naomi, that led to Boaz, heritage, Christ's lineage spot. Your selection today mirrors Ruth's seemingly minor yet eternally weighted, his glee affirming precise positioning. This era is yours. Heaven's not merely beam but acclaim. Your existence testifies conviction, displaces, elevations, obedience, alters fates. You didn't just gladden him. You evoked pride, manifesting astonishingly. Narrative unfolds, commencing grander, audacious, luminous, than witnessed. You're unstoppable. Society may lag in comprehension, but revelation nears. Your existence radiates his intense splendor. Pause, absorb if this ignites your essence. Consider how often you've felt isolated in spiritual quests, wondering if others share this profound calling. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to bridge that gap, joining a vibrant community where such stories come alive to nourish your soul, and comment with 3 to affirm this stirs your thoughts, urging you to contemplate your own divine legacy. Every faithful selection brushes masterpieces canvas. God painted pre-birth. Today's trust added brilliance, eternal creation reflecting splendor unavoidably. Recall Moses at Red Sea, pursued, trapped, planless but promised. Staff lifted, voice heeded, impossibility materialized, waters divided, roots emerged. Your selection was that staff trust's gesture. Like Moses, impossibility materializes. His glee over you unlocks. Each devoted stride, keys, locks, unveiling, sustenance, restoration, intent. You're not pursuing. They pursue you. Faith's choice magnetized benevolence, attracting with each inhalation. Blessings defy worldly norms, not ostentatious possessions, but tranquility amid turmoil. Discernment steering choices, bonds, elevating spirit, alignments unshakable. Examine Daniel Lyondon, hurled for devotion. Expected dismemberment, but God crafted witness. Trust salvaged him, revolutionized realm. Your trust today parallels salvaging self, altering surroundings, exemplifying faith's potency. Chosen's essence, transmute ordeals, convert suffering to aim. His beam vows trials. Tears woven into generational victory echo. Your existence heavenly signal, declaring distinction over conformity. Society may dim luminescence, but his glee shields, fortifies, warrants. Nothing halts his inception in you. You're anointed, segregated for vast unseen aim. Discuss spirits. Blaze that selection sparked latent eruption. You're not strolling. You're trailblazing. Faith's heritage for followers. Ponder Paul wrecked, lashed, confined, yet unyielding. Adversities fueled mission, agony to messages, hurt to aim. Your selection today sermonized, positioned, evidenced his might through trusters. That might overflows. You're not diminutive. His glee summons elevation, fullness of creation. World craves your radiance, valor, conviction. Today's glimpse reveals faith action possibilities, miracles inevitable. This instant yours. His beam path's validation, destiny dazzling heavens, nearing your cherished, fated, summoned to radiate in needy world. If the weight of unshared spiritual insights burdens you, sparking a desire for connection that eases the isolation of profound reflections. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to discover a space where biblical tales ignite collective understanding. Comment with 4 to express how this touches your inner world, inviting you to ponder your role in this eternal dance. Faith Today staged divine spectacle. Theater curtained, heavenly audience attentive. Selection opened act, hushing assembly, motioning narrative. Stage yours, he directs scenes, unfolding life as designed masterpiece. Recall Abraham, summoned from familiarity to unseen vow. Steps trust falls into arms, wanderer to nation's patriarch. Your step today, Abrahamic trusting, invisible, heeding voice over hesitation. Trust superpowers. Not detail knowing, but leader knowing. His glee signs guidance amid uncertainty. Each faith's choice bricks timeless foundation. Your legacy built. Actions today, modest seeming, eternal soil seeds, sprouting blessings, touching kin, society, unborn eras. His beam sunlight nurtures harvest beyond dreams. Examine Mary, youthful, tasked impossibly, heart-willing birthed, world-altering wonder. Your yes today parallels miracles, birthing, fates, shifting, single, devoted heart, heavenly mover. His glee means life purpose pregnant, faith choices, labor pains, nearing destiny, delivery. Your commissioned birth, extraordinary, outliving self. Discuss moments gravity. Selection leaped divine timeline. His beam confirms worldly limits unbound, operating his economy scarcity abundance, terror conviction, hurt strength. You seem commonplace, but far from world sees person. He vessel, warrior, shadow light. Today's declaration, no blending. Stand out, shine, faith action display. Ponder Jonah, fleeing call, till inescapable. Obedience, salvaged city. Your obedience, today, salvages dream, bond, heart fragment. His glee proofs yes, eternity ripples, impacting unmet lives. Chosen's calling, smile evoking life daily, choosing conviction over terror. Verity over falsehood, affection over animosity. Each instance, heavens exalt, world kingdom nears. Your existence testifies promises, reality. Narrative breathtaking, unfolds his glee soundtrack over steps. Your divine dancing, faith rhythm hearing, each stride destiny nears awing world. If the frustration of unspoken spiritual yearnings leaves you pondering if there's a place to voice them freely, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for immersive tales that resonate with your deepest thoughts and foster meaningful interactions, and comment with 5 to share how this narrative evokes your personal reflections on faith's transformative power. Faith Today, symphonic note. Each building crescendo, eternity echoing, decision powerful note, pausing, smiling creator. Your composing masterpiece, resonating heart's core. Recall Peter boat stepping onto waves. Turbulent, windy eyes fixed. Step floated, marked trust over physics. Your step today, water walking storm defying. Trust reshapes reality. His glee force, bending elements his plan. Locked doors swing, distant opportunities grasp. Life proofs faith creates mountains. You're not world script follower, new writer, glorifying, inspiring. Today's not so. Watchers need action faith view. Your sermon living, hope preaching steps. Examine Nehemiah, walls rebuilding, opposition defying stones, faith acts, doubt rebuttals. Your selection stone, stand, proof, vision, obstacle stronger, like Nehemiah, generational, enduring building. His glee foundation, rock standing, strength holding against pulls. Today's cornerstone, solidifying plan place. Your eternal builder commissioned. Discuss faith's ripple. Decision life changed, surrounding altered. Watchers kin, companions, unknowns, see God trust. Courage, contagious. Hearts, sparking hope. Likely shift sensing, new stirring, not imagination. Spirit confirming, pivot. divine flow entered. Actions, purpose aligning, steps promises nearing. Ponder Deborah, prophetess wise, courageous leading. Speech armies moved, trust victories. Your trust Deborah meant lead call, inspire, faith fear stronger show. His beam mandate keep going. Chosen meaning, heaven rejoicing life. Fear world faith walking, darkness pressing shine. Selection spark, his glee flame path lighting future. Bright life testimony, proof promises real. Joy, everything transforming. Your light called, beacon, glory vessel today proved, calling ready. If the solitude of carrying profound spiritual truths weighs on you, igniting a need for fellowship that validates your innermost musings, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive too. Engage with enlivening biblical stories that mirror your journey, and comment with 6 to indicate how this ignites your contemplation on being a vessel of divine change. Faith, today seed fertile God's planned soil. Beams sunlight, water, vow, extraordinary growth, not sowing, generations, unmet lives, timeless legacy. Recall Hannah, pain-praying child. Tears faith acts, impossibly trusting. Samuel birth life changed nation. Your selection, on a moment answered prayer, fulfilled vow, seed divine, his purpose DNA, carrying, faith choice, another seed, garden blessings building, unseen blooming his glee, harvest assurance, abundant coming, your God, future his glory reflecting shaping, life canvas, faithful decision, divine stroke, world may lag see, but will, his glee picture, beautiful paints, ignore impossible. Examine Gideon, threshing called army led, unready feeling, unfit looking, but God warrior saw. Your selection Gideon moment ordinary extraordinary, step, called doubt trumping, his beam next ready confirmation. Yours time. Glee signal heaven's behalf, resources aligning, opportunities forming, hearts shifting all trust shorts. Your path walking not, trailblazing, others following. Discuss faith power, not life-changing only. Atmosphere is spiritual altering. Selection shock waves, unseen, doubt disrupting, chains breaking, promises true declaring. Your change catalyst divine, a long-standing feel, may, but not heaven's cheer. Every faith step celebrating. His beam reminder, never lone, presence companion constant. Storms guiding, ponder Elisha, mantle Elijah picking, not cloak inherited. Calling, power, purpose. Your selection, mantle moment, bigger calling step, challenge stronger power. His glee, mantle carrying proof. Chosen meaning, smile making life, trembling world, faith walking, darkness, pressing shine. Selection declaration, ordinary not, extraordinary bait. Glory testament living, narrative scroll unfolding, pre-time plan revealing. His glee ink, faith pen, choice chapter world inspiring writing. Your history changer, called the quiet desperation of unexpressed spiritual depths. Prompts you to seek a haven for shared insights. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to delve into tales that echo your soul's language and build lasting connections. And comment with 7 to reveal how this narrative fuels your thoughts on crafting an eternal legacy. Each faith stepstone divine legacy, foundation laid, selection, not moment, cornerstone, marker, eternal building, his beam mortar, pieces holding, life his faithfulness, monument standing. Recall Rahab, past woman, faith hiding spies, choice, life saved, Christ lineage placed. Your selection Rahab moments, small seeming eternal weight decision, weaving God's story greater. Legacy not you only, successors, courage touched lives, faith inspired hearts. His glee vow, lifetime ripples, stormy raceless mark leaving, you're creating living, faithful choice, brushstroke, prayer, melody, trust act, chapter, God, story, world may lag see, but will. His glee masterpiece turns, ignored cannot. Examine Jeremiah, truth-speaking unwilling world, words, faith seeds, fear defiance, planted. Your selection, Jeremiah moment spoken word, taken stand, planted seed, divine purpose harvest growing, his glee fuel, fire moving, light path guiding, strength holding, pulls against, life testimony, proof faith fear stronger, promises true, likely work bigger, sensing not heart only, spirit confirming turning point, divine rhythm stepped, moves plan aligning, steps promises bringing, discuss calling weight, not selected only, commissioned, shine, lead, faith action world show, his beam mandate, assurance meant be, exactly, created doing, ponder John Baptist, wilderness preparing way, voice, not loud, worldly, eternity code, your selection, will, faith voice, way preparing glory shine through, yours, moment, glee signal heavens moving, life vast purpose aligning, world foundations shaking, your light called, force, eternal love vessel, faith, story writing not you only, watchers, everyone, courage beacon, others showing God trust looks, firm stand, darkness shine, his beam-proof life miracle making. If this spirit lights up, consider how often spiritual isolation sparks longing for communal validation. Subscribe to Bible Tales, alive to experience tales that bridge, that void, and spark transformative dialogues. And comment with 8 to convey how this evokes your meditations on becoming a beacon in darkness. Selection spark, his glee flame. Spark wildfire, divine purpose turning, not life walking, path blazing, darkness lighting steps. His beam went back, destiny stars brighter pushing. Recall Elizabeth, age despite John carrying. Faith impossibility reality turned, prophet birthed. Your selection Elizabeth moment logic defying faith step, promises obstacle outweigh proving. Fire not temporary, eternal, creator's glee, fueled, doubt burning, fear, limitation. You're anointed, apart set, light carrying, no darkness, extinguish. Life flame, heart swarming, souls guiding, world transforming, likely shift sensing, clarity, unknown strength, not imagination, spirit working, heart plan aligning, steps miracles turning, faithful choice, log fire, blaze building, heavens lighting, up. Examine Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, furnace facing, up. Faith saved, power, revealed king, nation, world. Your faith, furnace moment, stand, glory revealing, joy, flame strong approving, chosen meaning, purpose burning life. World expects, crumble, shine, everything's, as give up trust. His beam assurance not surviving only. Thriving, trailblazing, others follow. Life divine wildfire, hope spreading, faith igniting, touches everything transforming. Your force called, light, testimony, joy real, promises true. Selection spark, now world fire catch watch. Discuss moment power, faith God heart moved, heavens moved, angels aligning, resources shifting, destinies form in all trust, act, stand, chose. His glee signal life goodness, overflow about. Ponder Lazarus 4 days. Dead, Jesus voice life, called back. Sisters faith, impossible trust tomb testimony turned. Your selection Lazarus moment, doubt grave step, purpose divine life into. Not small living here. Glee call, rise, shine, faith action world, show. Life miracle, proof, promises never fail. Love storm stronger, you're unstoppable. Story fire, bright burning, others, God's love warmth, drawing. Faithful choice fuel, fire life keeping, light needy world spreading. His beam promise fire never outgo, life eternity, shine, if soul ablaze. This, think how spiritual disconnections pang motivates seeking shared flames. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive, to kindle that, with captivating biblical journeys. And comment with 9, to articulate how this fuels your introspection on igniting change. Faith today's seed, his glee harvest burst forth ready, imagine cannot ways. Not today, eternity sowing legacy generations fruit bearing. Beam promise, harvest coming, abundant going B. Recall boy 5 loaves 2 fish small seeming offering. Jesus hands, faith act, thousands fed. Your selection loaf, fish, small act, God multiplying miracles, comprehension beyond. Harvest not you only. Everyone family friends, strangers light see, hope find. His glee sunlight, rain, promise every faith seed extraordinary something, eternal grows into. Your kingdom farmer God, seeds faith, hope, love sowing. Decision plan align, every barren ground, divine purpose garden, turning. His beam assurance labor veineth. Examine Isaac, famine time sowing. World failure expected, faith hundredfold harvest brought. Your selection sowing moment, doubt defiance, trust provision, scarcity outweighs. His glee-proof harvest near, chosen. Meaning, fear world faith sow, never fails God trust, eternity fruit-bearing life. Selection seed, beam promise, harvest heaven shake, earth transform. Likely horizon big, something sensing not hope only. Spirit confirming divine cycle stepped, faith act blessings, harvest yields, provision, purpose. Discuss moment beauty, faith, God smile made, divine chain reaction set off. Blessings aligning, doors opening, hearts shifting, all trust chose. Your consider Timothy, young, uncertain, boldness lead, called Paul's encouragement, fear faith turned, doubt destiny. Your selection Timothy moment, leadership step, purpose, everything changing calling into. Yours time, glee, signal, harvest near, life goodness overflow about, not seed sowing only. Forest planting, generations tall standing legacy, faithfulness, proclaiming. Life garden, faith choice, seed God, joy watering. Your cultivatedly, called, world faith action happens what show, trust promised meets, his beam guarantee, harvest abundant. If spirit igniting this, reflect how unfulfilled spiritual hunger drives, seeking nourishment. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for enriching tales that satisfy and connect souls. And comment with 10 to express this stirs your considerations on eternal sowing. Faith today, key, door divine destiny unlocking, beam light, door streaming, path, always meant walk illuminating. Your shine called, future his glory, shines claim. Recall Joshua Jericho walls, before faith stone down brought, nation God's promise opened. Your selection Jericho, faith step barriers crumbling, victories paving unseen. Key heaven forged, hands yours crafted. Faith choice another door unlocks, God's plan more revealing. His glee confirmation, key right holding, path right walking, not self doors opening only. Others, courage beacon. Others, God trust looks showing, boldly on. Life key, hope unlocking, faith, purpose, world needs. Examine Peter's mother-in-law, Jesus touch, healed. Faith sickness moment, ministry service turned, your selection healing moment. Doubt step out, fear, pain, purpose life, into, others. God glorifies his glee guide. Light doors show, which open, path stake, which trusts what, not wandering, purpose walking, destiny unlocking, prepared. Beam promise every door his glory leads. Likely new doors appearing sensing not imagination. Spirit confirming master key, unlocking future provision filled peace, power. You're unstoppable. Discuss, moment power, faith, God smile made, key heavens turned, angels moving, resources aligning, destinies shifting all trust chose. Your world glory, unlock called. Ponder Zacchaeus, trick climbing Jesus see. Faith act small salvation door opened, household entire. Your selection, Zacchaeus moment, doors blessings opened, lives more touch than know. Chosen meaning, faith forged keys hold, doors divine purpose lead open, life God's glory, unlocks world see. Selection key turned, door opened, destiny claimed. Story master key, futures unlocking, not yours only. Around those dot his glee light hand guides. Door every plan. Your miracles unlock called. Captives free set. Shine world needs light. If heart stirring this, ponders spiritual barriers isolation, how prompts community seeking. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for keys through tales that open new understandings. Comment with 11 to share this touches your ponderings on unlocking destiny. Faith Today Bridge, our where once be God, connecting. Smile Foundation, Assurance Bridge, strong, carry you, purpose future, provision, power, into your crossover called. New Land Step. Recall Israelites Jordan crossing promised land into Faith Promise River path turned, barrier breakthrough. Your selection, Jordan moment. Faith Step Divine Blessings land, leading flowing. Bridge not you only, watchers everyone. Faith do what see needs, courage, path building others, showing God trust. River any, carry, storm, impossibility. Not crossing only, leading, likely moving sensing. Other side knew something, not hope. Spirit confirming bridge, destiny too. His glee wind back, across pushing side. Other reach ensuring. Examine Naomi, Ruth with Bethlehem returning. Faith, lost, legacy turned, emptiness abundance. Your selection, Naomi moment. Promise God toward backstep. Future brighter imagined, cannot bridge to. Beam-proof path right, on dot his glee compass. Bridge across guiding, step where show. Move one trust what, not aimlessly wandering. Purpose walking, land his promises reality, you're into crossing. Discuss crossing power, faith, God smile made. Bridge new season built. Resources aligning, hearts shifting. Destinies forming all trust chose. Your others say cross. Lead called. Ponder Philip, wrote Ethiopian meeting. Obedience man life changed not, gospel nation spread. Your selection Philip moment. Faith step, bridges building, faith bread, faith, love, world need. Chosen meaning, faith, bridges build, rivers, trust cross, others God's promises lead. Selection plank laid, step taken, bridge built. His beam assurance crossing his plan into life bridge, natural supernatural connecting, ordinary divine, faith. Every bridge strengthens, wider, stronger, inviting more others follow. Joy foundation, crossing, secure, ensuring, not self-crossing, way paving others. Faith today, testimony, proof, promises true, joy real, plan unstoppable. Your bridge called, path, light. If spirit moving this, reflect unbridged spiritual gaps, how yearn connection. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for crossings through inspiring tales and comment with 12 to indicate this evokes your thoughts on leading others to promise. Faith today spark, his glee fire doubt consuming, fear, limitation, every year burn bright called, hearts ablazed, set world his love power show. Beam oxygen, light burn brighter fueling, hotter, unstoppable. Recall Elijah, heaven fire calling, down, faith power proved, nascent heart shifted. Your selection Elijah moment, faith spark, purpose divine fire igniting, belongs not everything away burning. Fire not destructive, purifying, lies burned, you've believed, chains carried, fears held back. His glee flame refining, destiny brighter imagine, preparing, likely warmth feeling, strength, clarity before not had, not heart, spirit, confirming, spark now blaze, your flame called, torch, light his glory burns. Examine burning bush, blazing unconsumed. Moses before stood, miracle seeing not, call hearing. Your selection burning bush moment, faith fire, calling purpose, bigger self step. His glee fire, flame path lights, heat heart warms, power forward, drives not burning, only blazing. World love his fire live looks showing, purpose shine with, discuss fire reach. Faith God smile made, blaze you beyond spreading. Lives warming, hearts igniting, destinies shifting all trusts chose. Your world ablaze, set his glory called. Ponder apostles Pentecost, fire tongues resting. Faith waiting moment, movement turned, your selection spark movement igniting, love spreading, power, joy, chosen meaning, faith, burn, shadows world, blaze, sparks wildfires turn God trust, selection flame, his glee wind never fades, ensuring, light, never dims, life wildfire warmths, spreading, hope igniting, his love proclaiming heart every touches, beam fuel, promise flame forever burn, souls never meet, reaching, lives never see, changing not flicker here. Blaze world faith meets God's joy, happens, show, selection spark, now fire, testimony promises true, love unstoppable. If soul on fire setting this, consider spiritual cold, how motivates warmth seeking. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive, for fires through tales that warm and unite, and comment, with 13 to convey. This fuels your reflections on being a transformative flame. Faith today, river doubt, dams breaking fear through. Smile current, destiny, abundance carrying, peace, purpose toward. Your flow called life bring dry place every touch you. Recall Ezekiel, dry bones valley before, faith death see not. Life spoke, bones army turned. Your selection, Ezekiel a moment, faith step, dead places breathing life, dreams, reviving, hope restoring, river not you only, parched souls, every weary hearts, renewal desperate lives. His glee source, endless spring river flowing keeps, dry place every reaches, thirsty spirit every needs, touch his, likely rush feeling flow, moving something sense, not imagination, spirit confirming river free breaking your stream called, current, his life-giving love force. Examine woman, cloak Jesus touched, faith, desperation, moment healing river turned, your selection cloak moment, faith, touch, blessings flood, unleashing, pain washing away, doubt, fear, his glee current, forward carrying, twist turn, every through, guiding, destiny prepared, reach ensuring, not flowing only, flooding renewal, bringing dry place every hope, weary heart, every, discuss river reach, faith God smile made, blessings flood, unleashed, lives restored, hearts revived, destinies aligning, all trust chose, your glory river, his called, ponder Jordan, Elijah, Elisha, for parting, faith barrier, pathway turned, river road, your selection, Jordan moment, faith step waters parting, paths creating none existed, God's promises leading into chosen meaning, faith flow, dryness world, life bring, rivers, roads turn, God trust, selection drop, his glee flood, river never runs, dry ensuring, life river, earth watering, weary reviving, love carrying corner every, smile source, promise, flow, unstoppable, reach eternal. Not stand still here, flow, life bring, world faith meets God's joy, happens show, selection drop, now river, testimony promises true, love unstoppable. If heart flooding this, think thirst, unquenched spiritual, how drive source seeking. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for rivers through tales that refresh and bond. And comment with 14 to share this stirs your ponderings on flowing with purpose. Faith Today song, heart from heavens to rising. Smile, melody, note every harmonizing with, life symphony, his glory turning. Your sing called, voice lift, world his praise, fill. Recall Miriam, Red Sea, by dancing singing. Faith deliverance song, turned, generations through echoed. Your selection Miriam, faith note, eternal chorus, joining goodness proclaiming here, who all too. Song not you only. Hope needs heart, every, lifting needs soul, every. His glee rhythm, beat song live keeps, ears need hear carrying, hearts need feel, love his through you, likely melody feeling, vibration, life bigger, something resonating sense, not spirit, your spirit confirming note, his eternal song, in your voice called harmony, song his glory, examine David, wilderness psalms, singing, faith, loneliness, lyrics turned, fear, worship, your selection psalm moment, trust song heavens to rising, smile drawing, earth his praise filling, glee proof, song heard, his glee melody, tune heart guides, rhythm feet moves, harmony life his plan binds, not singing only, proclaiming, world song, no darkness, silence, can filling, discuss song power, faith, God smile made, verse eternal anthem added, lives shifting, heart stirring, destinies aligning all trust chose, your glory voice is called, ponder Paul Silas, prison singing, faith chains, choruses turned, darkness light, your selection prison moment, faith song, chains breaking, captives free setting, goodness proclaiming darkest places, chosen meaning, faith, sing, silence world voice, lift, songs, salvation turn, God trust, selection note, his glee melody song never fades, ensuring, life symphony, heavens filling, earth stirring, love, proclaiming heart, every hears, smile conductor, note every guiding song reaches soul, every needs it ensuring, not silent here, sing, proclaim, world faith meets God's joy, happens, show, selection note, now symphony, testimony, promises true, love unstoppable, if soul stirring this, reflect unspoken melodies, spiritual how, yearn expression, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for symphonies through tales that resonate and unite voices. And comment with 15 to indicate this evokes your meditations on singing your divine song, beloved one. His smile today more than moment. Divine declaration, life his masterpiece. Faith, courage, trust, woven story, eternity, through echoes. Testimony, joy, strength, your love, foundation, your purpose, destiny, your places stood, others flee, would, trusted doubt, louder screamed, loved, world hate chose. That's why smiled. That's why heaven's rejoicing. Life canvas, song, fire, river, living proof, promises never fail. Joy everything touches transforms. Selection today, spark, seed, note, key. His joy, wildfire, turning, harvest, symphony, legacy. Not selected only. Shine called, flow, sing, grow, force, world changes, be. So truth, this in walk. Let joy guide your strength, song. Heaven smiling, life brighter ever about shine. Keep trusting, shining, singing, joy, promise, miracles, already here. Heart fire. Set has this, if ponder shared testimonies how ease unseen battles pain. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive, for alive coming tales that heal and inspire collective growth. And comment with 16 to affirm this touches your deepest spiritual yearnings, urging forward in faith. To expand on this profound truth, let's delve deeper into the essence of what it means to be chosen in such a way that God's joy becomes the very fabric of your daily existence, weaving through every decision and turning ordinary moments into eternal milestones. You've likely experienced those nights where the silence amplifies your inner questions. Am I truly making a difference? Or is my struggle invisible to the universe? But know this, every time you choose faith, you're answering those questions with a resounding yes, and God's smile is the ultimate validation, reminding you that your efforts are seen, valued, and celebrated in realms beyond sight. This joy isn't a distant concept. It's active, alive, pulsing through your veins like a river of light, illuminating paths you thought were lost forever. As you reflect on figures like Abraham, whose steps of faith turned uncertainty into a legacy of nations, recognize that your own steps today are carving similar paths, not just for yourself, but for those who will look to your story for hope. It's in these reflections that the true power of divine alignment reveals itself, showing how one act of trust can ripple outward, touching lives in ways that echo through time. And if that sense of purpose amidst life's uncertainties calls to you, drawing you toward a deeper connection with like-minded souls who share in this journey, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to explore more tales that bring these truths to life and foster that sense of belonging, and comment with 17 to share how this deepens your thoughts on your unique role in God's grand narrative. Continuing this exploration, consider how God's joy acts as a shield against the arrows of doubt that life so often hurls your way, transforming potential defeats into stepping stones of victory. You've faced those moments where the weight of expectations from the world clashes with the quiet promptings of your spirit, leaving you to wonder if following the divine call is worth the solitude it sometimes brings. Yet, in choosing to align with His will, you invite that joy to fortify you, turning isolation into intimate communion with the Creator Himself. Like Moses parting the Red Sea, your faith creates passages through impossibility, and God's delight in your trust ensures that no obstacle remains insurmountable. This is the beauty of being chosen. Your life becomes a canvas where divine artistry is displayed, each brushstroke of obedience adding layers of meaning and beauty that inspire others to seek their own alignment. As you ponder this, if the longing for stories that mirror your spiritual battles and triumphs stirs within, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to dive into narratives that resonate with your soul's depth and encourage ongoing growth, and comment with 18 to express how this encourages your reflections on overcoming through joy. Moreover, this divine joy serves as a compass in the storms of life, guiding you not just to survival, but to a thriving existence where purpose blooms in unexpected places. Think about the times when confusion clouded your vision, making every decision feel like a leap into the unknown, and how that uncertainty can gnaw at your peace. But when you choose faith, God's smile lights the way, dispelling the fog and revealing the path He has laid out specifically for you. Drawing from Esther's story, where her courage in the face of peril saved a people. Your own acts of bravery, no matter how small, carry the potential to alter destinies. And His joy is the affirmation that you're exactly where you need to be to make that impact. This realization can shift your perspective from one of mere endurance to one of eager anticipation, knowing that every faithful step is part of a larger, glorious plan. If such insights touch the core of your spiritual yearnings, prompting a desire for more engaging content that nurtures this growth, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to connect with tales that bring these principles alive and build a community of encouragement, and comment with 19 to indicate how this inspires your contemplations on navigating life's uncertainties with divine guidance. Furthermore, embracing God's joy means recognizing that your struggles are not endpoints, but setups for greater revelations of His power in your life. You've perhaps felt the sting of betrayal or the heaviness of unfulfilled dreams, wondering if there's light at the end of those dark tunnels. Yet, like Joseph rising from the pit to the palace, your faithfulness amid adversity positions you for elevations you couldn't have imagined, and God's smile is the promise that those pains are being redeemed for something magnificent. This joy infuses your story with hope, turning what the world sees as setbacks into testimonies that glorify Him and encourage others facing similar trials. As you internalize this, it transforms your outlook, making you a source of inspiration for those around you who need to see that faith indeed conquers all. And if the need to share and explore these redemptive stories tugs at your heart, easing the burden of solitary reflection, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for immersive biblical insights that heal and connect, and comment with 22 reveal how this moves your thoughts toward embracing redemption's power, delving even deeper. God's joy is the catalyst that turns your personal faith journey into a communal beacon, drawing others into the light of His love through your example. There are moments when the isolation of spiritual growth feels overwhelming, as if your insights and experiences are yours alone to bear, leaving you craving validation and fellowship. But when you live out your chosen status with bold faith, God's delight radiates through you, attracting those who are searching for the same truth, and creating bonds that strengthen everyone involved. Like Ruth's loyalty leading to a blessed legacy, your commitments today forge connections that extend far beyond the immediate, impacting generations with the ripple effects of your devotion. This interconnectedness is part of the divine design, where your joy-filled life becomes a magnet for miracle and meaning. If this vision of community amid spiritual solitude resonates, stirring a hunger for shared narratives, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to join a space where such stories thrive and foster deep interactions. And comment with 21 to affirm how this prompts your considerations on building lasting spiritual bonds. In addition, this joy empowers you to see beyond the visible, trusting in God's unseen work that weaves your threads into the tapestry of eternity. You've known the frustration of plans derailed, the pain of waiting for answers that seem delayed, questioning if your efforts align with a greater good. However, like Noah, building amid mockery, your persistence in faith invites God's smile, assuring that what appears foolish to the world is wisdom in His eyes, leading to renewals that surpass understanding. This perspective shift allows you to embrace the process, knowing that His joy sustains you through the building phases, ultimately revealing a masterpiece of provision and purpose. As this truth settles in, it liberates you from doubt's grip, filling you with anticipation for the fulfillment ahead. And if the desire for tales that illustrate this sustaining joy calls to you, alleviating the weariness of prolonged waiting, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to uncover stories that renew your spirit and encourage perseverance. And comment with 22 to share how this influences your reflections on trusting the unseen. Moreover, God's joy is the anchor that holds you steady when life's waves threaten to overwhelm, transforming fear into unshakable confidence. Recall those instances where anxiety gripped your heart, making every step feel precarious, and how that vulnerability can leave you feeling exposed and alone. Yet, in choosing to anchor in faith, you invite His delight to steady you. Much like Peter's walk on water, or focus on the Savior overcame the storm. This joy not only calms your inner turbulence but also positions you to help others find their footing, making your life a testament to His stabilizing power. Embracing this anchor changes how you navigate challenges, turning them into opportunities for growth and witness. If such anchoring truths speak to your experiences of spiritual unsteadiness, igniting a need for reinforcing narratives, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that provide that firm foundation and community support. And comment with 23 to express how this stirs your thoughts on finding stability in faith. Continuing, this divine joy infuses your daily walk with a sense of adventure, where each faithful choice opens new horizons of possibility. You've felt the monotony of routine life, wondering if there's more to your existence than the mundane, a deeper calling that excites the soul. But when you act in alignment with God's plan, His smile reveals the adventure awaiting, similar to Abraham's journey to unknown lands that birthed a nation. This joy turns ordinary days into epic quests, filled with discoveries of His faithfulness and your potential within His story as you embark on this adventure. It rekindles passion and purpose, making life vibrant and meaningful. And if the call for adventurous spiritual exploration tugs at your heart, easing the dullness of everyday doubts, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to embark on journeys through tales that spark excitement and connection. And comment with 24 to indicate how this awakens your contemplations on living adventurously in faith. Furthermore, God's joy acts as a healer, mending the wounds of past hurts and restoring wholeness to your spirit. There are times when old scars resurface, bringing with them waves of sorrow that make you question if complete healing is possible. However, like the woman at the well, finding living water in her encounter with Jesus, your faith choices today invite His delight to wash over those wounds, bringing forgiveness, renewal, and a new beginning. This healing joy not only mends you, but equips you to extend compassion to others, creating a cycle of restoration that glorifies Him. Embracing this healing transforms your pain into a powerful story of grace. If the pursuit of inner healing amid lingering spiritual wounds resonates, prompting a search for restorative stories, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to find solace in tales that mend and unite hearts, and comment with 25 to reveal how this touches your meditations on divine restoration. In essence, this joy is the essence of your chosen identity, a constant reminder that you are loved, seen, and purposed beyond measure. You've experienced the sting of feeling overlooked or insignificant in a vast world, doubting if your life holds unique value. But God's smile affirms your irreplaceable role, like Mary's willing heart birthing the Savior, showing how one person's yes can change everything. This joy fills you with worth, empowering you to live boldly in your calling, knowing you're part of something eternal. As this affirmation sinks in, it dispels self-doubt, replacing it with confident action, and, if affirming your worth through spiritual narratives appeals to you, alleviating feelings of insignificance, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that celebrate your value and build supportive bonds. And comment with 26 to share how this inspires your reflections on your divine identity. Delving further, God's joy fosters resilience, enabling you to bounce back from setbacks with renewed vigor and perspective. The pain of failure or loss can be crippling, leaving you to grapple with self-reproach and what-ifs that haunt your mind. Yet, like Paul's transformation from persecutor to apostle, your faith amid adversity invites His delight to rebuild you stronger, turning regrets into redemptive paths. This resilient joy not only restores you, but inspires resilience in others, making your journey a source of collective strength. Embracing this resilience redefines how you view challenges, seeing them as growth opportunities. If building resilience through inspiring stories calls to your spirit, easing the burden of past regrets, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to gain insights that fortify and connect. And comment with 27 to express how this stirs your thoughts on rising stronger in faith. Moreover, this joy cultivates gratitude, shifting your focus from what's lacking to the abundance already present in your life. In moments of discontent, when comparison steals your peace and leaves you feeling deprived, it's easy to overlook the blessings at hand. But when you choose faith, God's smile highlights those gifts, like Daniel's gratitude in the den leading to deliverance, reminding you of His constant provision. This grateful joy enriches your daily experience, fostering contentment and generosity that blesses others. As gratitude grows, it becomes a habit that sustains you through highs and lows. And if nurturing gratitude amid feelings of lack resonates, prompting a desire for thankful narratives, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that cultivate appreciation and community. And comment with 28 to indicate how this evokes your contemplations on abundant living. Continuing, God's joy ignites creativity, inspiring you to express your faith in unique ways that reflect His artistry in you. You've felt the frustration of stifled creativity, wondering if your talents have a place in the spiritual realm, or if they're meant for something more. But His delight encourages you to create, like David's Psalms, turning emotion into worship, showing how creativity honors Him and touches hearts. This creative joy unlocks your potential, making your life a canvas for divine expression that inspires and unites. Embracing this creativity brings fulfillment and purpose to your gifts. If unleashing creativity through spiritual lenses appeals, alleviating the dullness of unused talents, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to explore tales that spark innovation and connection. And comment with 29 to share how this fuels your reflections on creative faith. Furthermore, this joy promotes forgiveness, freeing you from the chains of resentment that weigh down your spirit. The hurt from past wrongs can fester, creating barriers to peace and relationships, leaving you trapped in cycles of bitterness. Yet, like Joseph's forgiveness of his brothers leading to reconciliation, your faith choices invite God's smile to soften your heart, enabling release and healing. This forgiving joy not only liberates you, but models grace for others, fostering harmony in your circles. As forgiveness becomes your practice, it lightens your load and opens doors to new beginnings. And if the path to forgiveness amid deep hurts calls to you, easing the heaviness of grudges, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that guide healing and build empathy, and comment with 32. Reveal how this touches your meditations on grace's power. In addition, God's joy encourages boldness, empowering you to step out in faith without fear of judgment or failure. You've known the paralysis of hesitation, where the fear of what others think holds you back from your calling, leaving you with regrets of missed opportunities. But His delight bolsters your confidence, like Deborah's bold leadership in battle, showing how boldness advances His kingdom. This bold joy propels you into action, making your life a testament to courageous living that motivates others. Embracing boldness transforms timidity into impactful presence. If cultivating boldness in your spiritual walk resonates, prompting a break from hesitation's grip, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to draw from tales that embolden and unite. Comment with 31 to express how this stirs your thoughts on fearless faith. Moreover, this joy fosters humility, reminding you that true strength lies in dependence on God rather than self-reliance. The pride of achievements can lead to isolation, making you feel superior or disconnected, but humility opens you to growth and relationships. Like Mary's humble acceptance of her role, your faith invites His smile to ground you, balancing accomplishment with gratitude. This humble joy keeps you approachable, allowing His work to shine through you without obstruction. As humility grows, it deepens your connections and effectiveness. And if embracing humility amid pride's temptations appeals, alleviating relational strains, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that teach and connect humbly. And comment with 32 to indicate how this evokes your contemplations on grounded faith. Continuing, God's joy inspires generosity, urging you to share your blessings and time with others in need. You've felt the sting of scarcity mindset, where holding tight to what you have seems safer, but it leaves you unfulfilled and disconnected. Yet, like the boy's loaves and fishes multiplied, your faith choices invite His delight to expand your giving, showing how generosity returns manifold. This generous joy enriches your life with meaning and community, making you a channel of His provision. Embracing generosity transforms self-focus into outward love. If fostering generosity through spiritual stories calls to your heart, easing the fear of lack, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to learn from tales that encourage giving and bond. Comment with 33 to share how this fuels your reflections on abundant sharing. Furthermore, this joy cultivates patience, helping you endure waiting periods with grace and trust in God's timing. The frustration of delayed answers can lead to impatience, causing stress and hasty decisions that regret follows. But like Hannah's patient prayers leading to Samuel's birth, your faith amid waiting invites God's smile to sustain you, turning delays into preparation. This patient joy builds character and faith, making the fulfillment sweeter when it arrives. As patience becomes your virtue, it calms your spirit and strengthens your walk. And if developing patience in life's weights resonates, prompting relief from rush's pressure, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that teach endurance and community. And comment with 34 to reveal how this touches your meditations on timed faith. In essence, God's joy is the thread that binds all these aspects of your chosen life, creating a holistic tapestry of spiritual fulfillment. You've navigated the complexities of balancing these qualities, wondering how to integrate them seamlessly into your daily reality. But His delight provides the cohesion, like the apostles' unity at Pentecost, showing how joy unifies and empowers. This unifying joy makes your life a harmonious expression of His will, inviting others to join in the beauty. Embracing this unity brings completeness and peace. If weaving these spiritual threads into your life calls to you, easing the fragmentation of growth, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to explore tales that integrate and connect souls, and comment with 35 to express how this inspires your thoughts on holistic faith. Delving deeper, this joy also sparks curiosity, encouraging you to seek deeper understanding of God's Word and ways. The complacency of surface-level faith can leave you stagnant, yearning for more depth but unsure where to start. Yet, like the Bereans searching scriptures daily, your faith inquiries invite His smile to reveal truths, enriching your knowledge and passion. This curious joy keeps your spirit alive and growing, making learning a joyful pursuit that benefits all areas of life. As curiosity flourishes, it leads to discoveries that transform, and if igniting curiosity through biblical exploration appeals, alleviating spiritual stagnation, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that provoke thought and build inquiry, and comment with 36 to indicate how this stirs your contemplations on seeking deeper truths. Moreover, God's joy promotes stewardship, reminding you to care for the gifts, resources, and relationships entrusted to you. The neglect of these can lead to loss and regret, leaving you feeling irresponsible or unfulfilled. But like the parable of the talents, your faithful management invites His delight to multiply your efforts, showing how stewardship honors Him. This stewarding joy brings order and abundance, making your life a reflection of wise care. Embracing stewardship enhances your impact and satisfaction. If enhancing stewardship in your spiritual life resonates, prompting better care for what matters, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to gain wisdom from tales that guide and unite stewards, and comment with 37 to share how this fuels your reflections on faithful management. Continuing, this joy encourages authenticity, freeing you to be your true self in God's presence and with others. The mask of pretense can be exhausting, hiding your vulnerabilities and hindering genuine connections. Yet, like David's raw psalms of emotion, your authentic faith invites God's smile to accept and use you as you are, turning weaknesses into strengths. This authentic joy liberates you from performance, fostering real relationships and growth. As authenticity becomes your norm, it attracts like-hearted companions. And if living authentically in faith calls to you, easing the burden of pretense, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that celebrate genuineness and community, and comment with 38 to reveal how this evokes your meditations on being true in spirit. Furthermore, God's joy instills hope, anchoring you in the promise of better tomorrows despite current trials. The despair of hopeless situations can darken your outlook, making it hard to see beyond the present pain. But like Jeremiah's prophecies of restoration, your faith amid hardship invites His delight to renew hope, showing how it sustains through valleys. This hopeful joy lights the way forward, inspiring perseverance and positivity that influences others. Embracing hope transforms despair into expectation. If renewing hope through spiritual narratives resonates, prompting light in dark times, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to find encouragement in tales that uplift and connect, and comment with 39 to express how this touches your thoughts on hopeful faith. In addition, this joy fosters worship, turning your heart toward adoration in all circumstances. The distraction of busy life can mute your praise, leaving you disconnected from the source of your strength. Yet, like Paul's worship in prison, your faithful praise invites God's smile to fill you with presence, making worship a lifeline. This worshipful joy deepens your relationship with Him, making every moment sacred. As worship becomes integral, it enriches your entire being. And if deepening worship amid life's noise appeals, alleviating spiritual disconnection, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that inspire praise and unity, and comment with 42 indicate how this stirs your contemplations on adoring faith. Moreover, God's joy promotes unity, urging you to seek harmony with fellow believers in the body of Christ. The division of conflicts can fracture communities, leaving you feeling divided and alone in your faith. But like the early church's shared life, your efforts toward unity invite His delight to bind hearts, showing how togetherness amplifies impact. This unifying joy strengthens the collective witness, making the faith community a powerful force. Embracing unity heals divisions and builds support. If building unity in spiritual circles calls to your heart, easing the pain of division, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to experience tales that promote harmony and connection. And comment with 41 to share how this fuels your reflections on collective faith. Continuing, this joy encourages evangelism, empowering you to share the good news with confidence and compassion. The fear of rejection can silence your voice, leaving you with unspoken testimonies that could change lives. Yet, like Philip's encounter with the Ethiopian, your faithful sharing invites God's smile to open doors, showing how evangelism spreads His kingdom. This evangelistic joy fills you with boldness, making outreach a joyful mission. As evangelism grows, it expands your influence and joy. And if embracing evangelism amid fears resonates, prompting outreach's call, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that equip and unite sharers, and comment with 42:2. Reveal how this evokes your meditations on spreading faith. Furthermore, God's joy instills contentment, helping you find satisfaction in Him, regardless of circumstances. The pursuit of more can leave you restless, always chasing the next thing for fulfillment. But like Paul's contentment in all states, your faith choice invites His delight to satisfy your soul, showing how contentment brings peace. This content joy frees you from striving, allowing true rest and appreciation. Embracing contentment transforms dissatisfaction into gratitude. If finding contentment in spiritual life appeals, alleviating restless pursuits, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that teach satisfaction and community, and comment with 43 to express how this touches your thoughts on peaceful faith. In essence, this joy is the culmination of your chosen path, a divine force that integrates every aspect of your being into a life of profound impact and fulfillment. As you continue to walk in this joy, it becomes the lens through which you view the world, turning every challenge into an opportunity for His glory to shine. And if this comprehensive view of joy's role in your life stirs a desire for more, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to immerse yourself in tales that embody these truths and foster lasting spiritual bonds, and comment with 44 to affirm how this inspires your overall reflections on a joy-filled existence. To further illustrate, let's consider how this joy manifests in everyday decisions, making the mundane sacred and the ordinary extraordinary. You've likely had days where routine feels meaningless, questioning if your small acts contribute to anything larger. But when infused with God's joy, each choice becomes a thread in His tapestry, like the widow's mite that Jesus praised, showing how even the least can be the greatest in His eyes. This everyday joy elevates your life, making you aware of His presence in the details and encouraging mindfulness in faith. As you embrace this, it brings consistency and depth to your walk. If transforming daily life through joyful faith resonates, easing the tedium of routine, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that illuminate the ordinary and connect believers. Comment with 45 to share how this prompts your contemplations on sacred living. Moreover, God's joy sparks innovation in how you approach problems, inspiring creative solutions rooted in faith. The stagnation of conventional thinking can limit your potential, leaving you stuck in cycles of ineffective efforts. But His delight encourages fresh perspectives, like Solomon's wisdom in judgment, showing how joy-fueled innovation honors Him. This innovative joy unlocks new ways to serve and grow, making your contributions unique and effective. Embracing innovation enhances your effectiveness and excitement. And if innovating in faith amid stagnation appeals, prompting creative breakthroughs, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to draw from tales that inspire ingenuity and unity, and comment with 46 to indicate how this stirs your reflections on creative problem solving in faith. Continuing, this joy promotes self-care, reminding you to nurture your body, mind, and spirit as temples of the Holy Spirit. The neglect of self can lead to burnout, making you less able to serve others and enjoy life. But like Jesus retreating to pray, your balanced faith invites his smile to restore you, showing how self-care is part of stewardship. This caring joy sustains your energy, making you more vibrant and available for his work. As self-care becomes priority, it balances your life beautifully. If prioritizing self-care in spiritual context resonates, alleviating burnout's toll, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that advocate balance and community, and comment with 47 to reveal how this evokes your meditations on nurturing faith. Furthermore, God's joy fosters adaptability, helping you navigate change with grace and trust. The resistance to change can cause stress, leaving you clinging to the familiar even when it's no longer serving you. Yet, like Abraham's willingness to move, your flexible faith invites his delight to guide transitions, showing how adaptability opens new blessings. This adaptable joy makes you resilient to life's shifts, turning uncertainty into opportunity. Embracing adaptability smooths your path and growth, and if adapting in faith amid changes calls to you, easing resistance's strain, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that model flexibility and connection. And comment with 48 to express how this touches your thoughts on graceful transitions. In addition, this joy encourages lifelong learning, urging you to continually seek knowledge and wisdom from God. The plateau of complacency can dull your spirit, leaving you without fresh insights to fuel your journey. But like the disciples, learning from Jesus, your eager faith invites his smile to teach you, showing how learning deepens understanding. This learning joy keeps you growing, making your faith dynamic and relevant. As learning becomes habit, it enriches every aspect. If committing to lifelong spiritual learning appeals, prompting renewal from complacency, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to engage with tales that educate and unite, and comment with 49 to share how this fuels your reflections on continuous growth. Moreover, God's joy instills a sense of wonder, helping you appreciate the miracles in the everyday and the majesty of creation. The cynicism of a jaded heart can rob you of awe, leaving you blind to God's handiwork around you. Yet, like the psalmist's praise for the heavens, your wondering faith invites his delight to open your eyes, showing how wonder renews your spirit. This wondrous joy fills you with childlike delight, making life magical and thankful. Embracing wonder revives your soul and perspective. And if recapturing wonder in faith resonates, alleviating cynicism's cloud, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that evoke awe and community. And comment with 52 indicate how this stirs your contemplations on miraculous living. Continuing, this joy promotes accountability, encouraging you to surround yourself with others who support your spiritual growth. The isolation of unaccountable living can lead to drift, leaving you vulnerable to stagnation or error. But like Paul's relationship with Timothy, your accountable faith invites his smile to strengthen bonds, showing how accountability sharpens. This accountable joy keeps you on track, making progress sustainable and shared. Embracing accountability builds trust and progress. If seeking accountability in spiritual circles calls to your heart, easing drift's risk, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to find tales that encourage mutual support and unity. And comment with 51 to reveal how this evokes your meditations on shared growth. Furthermore, God's joy fosters discernment, empowering you to distinguish truth from deception In a confusing world, the fog of mixed messages can leave you uncertain, making decisions difficult and risky. Yet, like Solomon's request for wisdom, your discerning faith invites his delight to clarify, showing how discernment guides rightly. This discerning joy protects and directs you, making your path secure. Embracing discernment sharpens your judgment and peace, and if honing discernment amid confusion appeals, prompting clearer choices. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that teach wisdom and connection. And comment with 52 to express how this touches your thoughts on guided faith. In essence, this joy is the heart of your chosen calling, a divine energy that propels you toward a life of endless possibility and eternal significance. As you integrate these facets, your existence becomes a radiant example of what it means to live fully in God's plan, inspiring all who witness it. And if this holistic embrace of joy stirs your soul, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to continue the journey with tales that integrate these truths and build lasting spiritual ties. And comment with 53 to affirm how this inspires your overall reflections on a chosen life. To build on this, let's explore how God's joy manifests in relationships, turning them into channels of His love and support. You've felt the pain of broken connections, where misunderstandings or conflicts leave you feeling isolated and hurt. But when infused with His joy, relationships heal and thrive. Like Ruth and Naomi's bond leading to redemption, showing how joy mends and multiplies blessings. This relational joy deepens your ties, making you a better friend, family member, and community participant. As you nurture this, it brings fulfillment and mutual growth. If strengthening relationships through joyful faith resonates, easing ache, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that highlight bonds and unity. And comment with 54 to share how this prompts your contemplations on loving connections. Moreover, God's joy encourages celebration, helping you rejoice in victories big and small, acknowledging His hand in them. The tendency to overlook achievements can diminish motivation, leaving you focused only on the next goal without savoring the present. Yet, like Miriam's song after the Red Sea crossing, your celebratory faith invites His smile to amplify joy, showing how celebration honors Him. This celebratory joy boosts your spirit, making life more enjoyable and thankful. Embracing celebration renews energy and perspective. And if celebrating in faith amid overlooked wins appeals, prompting more gratitude, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to join in tales that rejoice and connect. And comment with 55 to indicate how this stirs your reflections on joyful acknowledgement. Continuing, this joy promotes reflection, urging you to pause and ponder God's work in your life for deeper insight. The rush of life can prevent introspection, leaving you missing lessons and growth opportunities. But like Mary's pondering in her heart, your reflective faith invites His delight to reveal meanings, showing how reflection matures faith. This reflective joy enriches your understanding, making your journey more intentional. As reflection becomes practice, it deepens wisdom and peace. If fostering reflection in spiritual routine resonates, alleviating rush's blindness, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that encourage pondering and community, and comment with 56 to reveal how this evokes your meditations on insightful faith. Furthermore, God's joy instills courage, enabling you to face fears with the assurance of His presence. The grip of fear can paralyze, preventing you from pursuing calls or standing for truth. Yet, like David's confrontation with Goliath, your courageous faith invites His smile to empower, showing how courage overcomes giants. This courageous joy frees you from limitation, making bold steps possible and rewarding. Embracing courage transforms hesitation into action, and if building courage amid fears calls to you, easing paralysis's hold, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that inspire bravery and unity, and comment with 57 to express how this touches your thoughts on bold faith. In addition, This joy fosters empathy, helping you understand and share in others' feelings with compassion. The hardness of self-centeredness can isolate, leaving you unable to connect deeply. But like Jesus' empathy for the crowds, you're empathetic. Faith invites His delight to soften your heart, showing how empathy bridges gaps. This empathetic joy strengthens relationships, making you a healer in your circle. As empathy grows, it enhances compassion and impact. If cultivating empathy in spiritual interactions appeals, prompting deeper connections. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to learn from tales that teach compassion and bond. And comment with 58 to share how this fuels your reflections on empathetic faith. Moreover, God's joy promotes simplicity, reminding you to focus on essentials rather than complexities that distract. The clutter of overcomplication can overwhelm, leaving you scattered and ineffective. Yet, like the lilies of the field, your simple faith invites His smile to provide, showing how simplicity trusts Him. This simple joy clarifies your path, making life lighter and more focused. Embracing simplicity renews clarity and joy. And if embracing simplicity amid clutter resonates, alleviating overwhelm's weight. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that advocate essentials and community. And comment with 59 to indicate how this stirs your contemplations on focused faith. Continuing, this joy encourages advocacy, empowering you to speak up for justice and the voiceless. The silence of indifference can perpetuate injustice, leaving you with guilt or disconnection from God's heart for equity. But like Esther's advocacy for her people, your just faith invites His delight to embolden, showing how advocacy changes societies. This advocating joy aligns you with His kingdom values, making your voice powerful. Embracing advocacy brings purpose and change. If advocating in faith amid injustices calls to your spirit, prompting actions call, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive for tales that inspire justice and unity, and comment with 60 to reveal how this evokes your meditations on just faith. Furthermore, God's joy instills a sense of belonging, assuring you of your place in His family and plan. The alienation of feeling like an outsider can wound, leaving you searching for acceptance. Yet, like the prodigal's welcome home, your belonging faith invites His smile to embrace, showing how belonging heals. This belonging joy secures your identity, making you confident and connected. As belonging deepens, it fosters security and love. And if finding belonging in spiritual community appeals, easing alienation's pain. Subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to experience tales that welcome and connect, and comment with 61 to express how this touches your thoughts on secure faith and essence. This joy is the essence of your chosen essence, a force that enriches every dimension of your life with divine meaning and connection. As you live in this joy, your presence becomes a gift to the world, reflecting His light in countless ways. And if this multifaceted joy stirs a longing for more, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to delve into tales that embody it and build enduring spiritual ties. And comment with 62 to affirm how this inspires your comprehensive reflections on joyful living. To conclude this exploration, while knowing the journey never truly ends, remember that God's joy is an invitation to a life of continual discovery, where each day offers new opportunities to experience His presence and purpose. You've walked through the depths of these truths, perhaps feeling the tug of your own story intersecting with these biblical echoes. And that's the beauty of being chosen. Your unique path is part of the greater narrative. Keep stepping forward, letting this joy be the light that guides, the strength that sustains, and the song that celebrates your every victory. You are indeed blessed, seen, and loved beyond measure. If this entire message has awakened a profound sense of purpose within you, subscribe to Bible Tales Alive to continue uncovering these divine insights, and join a community that shares in the joy, and comment with 63 to declare your commitment to this path, letting it be the final affirmation of your spiritual awakening.